Oh, what a beautiful start to the day. Misery. Beautiful move there. I love seeing that because like, sometimes when you don't have the most advantageous matchup, like Lina is always going to do incredibly well versus Invokers because of that range. And this guy knows this matchup incredibly well.
Top lane.
Wow, already quick first blood by just Fenrir walking up.
Just chasing him down. He took 16-20 at a time.
He's got boots already with that Overvenom, so he's going to be putting some pressure on. Has to be a little careful though. Those Fire Spirits can be a little annoying, especially when your decay stacks wear off in between.
Senton down bottom. I see Misery tried to be a bit aggressive. BoBoKa and XXS are trying to trap him off. He's got the south going as Misery will be able to heal up. Same time up top, Fenrir and Kingao still going into the Fairy Fire for Kingao. Will it be enough to get him out on top? It is. He's prepared this time. The stick and the Fairy Fire keeping the King safe. As bottom lane, Misery trying to chase down XXS. BoBoKa with the Vicious slows down the two of them.
Come.
We are.
Doesn't even need it.
Doesn't even need it. Misery finishes off the kill with a brain sap. A lot of space. HFN as well.
I did not expect HFN to get this much farm down here, to be honest.
Top lane, Fenrir. He'll soul rip himself in an attempt to heal him, but Kingao and tavo, they'll chase him down. But as you sort of said, would you say sort of the biggest surprise really so far to lane Misery? Should be okay. He's got a brain sap. Does have a nightmare as well if he feels too threatened. In fact, got HFN coming across too. XXS is there with the Sunstrike damage and a dagger. He's going to be close to bringing BoBoKa down, but he's still got the Death Pulse heal from XXS. Brain sap comes in though. One more right click could do it as they'll chase BoBoKa down through the trees and find him. Sure, they'll lose Misery, but they set up for a kill.
Really does look for that, so Dstones could get set up on here.
There's going to be the dive to lead in. On top of him they go with the cold snap. The Meteor coming down across him. They'll try and get the light strike and the Laguna out. Does manage to...
He's really starting to get pressured now. It's brought several tangos and still getting bullied.
Top tavo. Trying to run down Fenrir here with that haste. Diving underneath the tower. Another clap will do it. Tavo gets the kill. Can he get out? He's got the stick charges in the bottle. He's fine. Is Tavo able to dive through that kill, helping to push him towards getting that level 6 as soon as he can. Mid lane, the plays, Weeha again, Sunstrike on the mark, but they still get the kill. Weeha, it's another time they're taking Dstones out of this middle lane. Once again. BoBoKa trying to find some space up top to get a bit of farm, but there's a lot of heroes up here hunting for him. The dagger has been put upon him. There's Bane, they're chasing, there's no way for this Shaker to escape as the four of them surround him. Same time in the mid lane, Weeha, he gets a solo kill. On to Dstones again. The Sunstrike's gonna come from top, doesn't connect onto BoBoKa, but BoBoKa is dead nonetheless.
But Weeha,
I mean, he's getting these kills in the middle. I mean, as I said, with Weeha, it can be hit.
The testament already coming out from Weeha. And Fenrir was there too to try to back him up, but Weeha does not care right now.
Top lane towards XXS. They've got a good chance of this as Tavo has got the Primal Split ready to go. 3 TPs are coming in. The Sunstrike down onto XXS will finish him off. Weeha claims the kill. HFN a little deep, won't be hit by the light strike. The Tombstone's been popped down, but with the Primal Split, they'll get rid of the Tombstone. The Tombstone gone. Hold from HFN as he looks to join the frame. Misery being focused, chain stun down. They'll lose the Bane on Pain. Tavo now retreating after the Primal Split wears off. They'll certainly take that though, Pain, forcing a pretty much full reaction from Aster up top.
And they're going to get all 4 bounties.
So if they can make the movement set up for the Sunstrikes, as you say, that they have the potential to kill Sylar over and over again. Misery will be found out in the jungle.
He's going to take him for quite a walk though.
Yeah, try and make them waste as much time as possible.
The rotation's coming in too. Okay.
BoBoKa actually just committing the Echo Snap with it. Swan Reaper stuff as well. Just farming the lane and all at 1k extra in gold being up by Weeha by getting involved in these kills.
Ooh, this wraparound though. Aster.
See what they can find. Tavo, pretty deep. They do have Supernova and they do have the Primal Split. There's going to be the straight up grip lead in onto XXS, but the Fisher comes in to cancel it. Supernova from the sideline, the Sunstrike down onto XXS. They'll surround him with the Primal Split. The Supernova has been killed. Aster will be able to take the Phoenix out of the fight. They're going to see if they can chase for more. Weeha's there with a cold snap. They turn, they focus Fenrir. Fenrir's gone, and now with the Primal Split blues, they send Sylar up and out of the fight, limiting some of the damage he can get out with that Metamorphosis timing. The Fisher from BoBoKa comes through, but Weeha, Meteor, Deafening Blast down onto the Shaker. Pain, they'll get a second out of this one. Sylar and XXS have to be careful how they continue to go for the fight. They'll pop the reflection. Sylar trying to chase towards them, but they keep their distance, Pain. They will still holding on with Misery. Aster will come, and they will find him hiding in the trees, so they'll claim Misery's life as well, slowly but surely, as he'll make them work for it once more. Dives underneath the tower, but will still fall. But Bane, as we could see, just every time.
Brew split off, if they get their egg off and the egg is in a great position, they can actually disrupt the team fights quite heavily if you look in comparison to Aster's for the moment. Once Aster gets their blink daggers, then we can see a bit of a change come out, especially on that Earthshaker. Strike.
Can catch anything this time as Misery can, and it's sort of suicidal positions. We've seen him a few times do this, sort of be over here very deep on the map.
Yep.
Does get have to pay with the price of his life for it. Making the space for tavo to take this tier 1 top. tavo has that money for his blink dagger.
Dstones is almost back online completely though. He's gonna have the Yule Scepter finished up, which is gonna be so important versus tavo. If he does have vision in any way of this Brewmaster, even if he's quick on his fingers, he can't get that Yule Scepter off on that Brew to combo it down. They need to be very careful though, because their follow-up stun, it has to be done very well. They have to either just get the Lina there with position of the Necrophos or have the Earthshaker behind to follow up control. Because that Brewmaster ulti is going to be everything we're watching out for in the upcoming team fights with Bane. The Aghanim's 1541.
So yeah, he's still a sort of a solid 2,000 gold ahead of Dstones. And in terms of sort of, the, as you said, that combo, that catch, there are ways to play around it. Misery's there. There can always be sort of this clutch nightmare that buys time between the disable for tavo to stay alive long enough to get that split out. So definitely worth to keep your eyes on Misery in these fights.
Bottom lane, HFN getting set up again by the Fissure. Do they have enough though?
Trina's got the stick charge and the dagger. I don't think they're going to get him unless they can hit a random nuke, but no, HFN keeps the distance. And again, so this committal of ults, and it's not enough even to get the Spectre out on his own. At the same time, Misery's got the setup, Nightmare's down as well as the Sunstrike. Fenrir's taken another kill for Weehar's Invoker.
So those situations bottom, if Dstones was having a bit of a better game, Yule's Radiance. Didn't want to go so defensively.
We'll see
I think he wants to have
if he sort of loses another bad team fight, might swap back.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's a long way away, that Radiance. Misery, he goes in, and he'll get caught out again. It's the life of Misery, sort of throwing his life away. They did have that ward down. They saw that whole movement from BoBoKa and XXX. They know that they're here. tavo tries to go in with the blink, but BoBoKa quickly gets himself out with the counter blink. And Misery leads in. They're ready to continue to go for this fight with the Fiend Grip on one, Nightmare onto another. They'll burn down XXS. Misery loses his life.
Dstones
on the control. They're moving in with a split. They're throwing it up. Sylar has got the Metamorphosis. They've lost a second. HFN picks up a double. There's going to be a buyback from Dstones in an attempt to swing this fight. Sylar's got the BKB just picked up. And with the control from BoBoKa, they'll take Weehar down the ones. But he's got that Aegis. He's ready to go again. King RD and Archangel coming back over. They try and go for the Echo Slam, but indeed the BKB's out in time for Weehar. Sylar's getting pushed away. The Fissure will block him off from going for the Terorblade as they'll turn towards BoBoKa. Cold Snap and a Meteor finish him off in the trees. As again, Aster just struggling to take these fights. tavo is still alive.
He's taunting.
He is indeed. He's got another blink out away from the Dragon Slime, but there's the setup. The Sunstrike a little off time though, but it doesn't matter. But for the Sunray, the Cold Snap comes in. And that's Sylar out of the game. A Reaper side does take down the Phoenix in turn. The Pain Gaming, they're just playing a step ahead.
It's the item ahead. They even have the Spirit Vessel early on, and the Necrophos in the beginning of the fight, he was forced to actually use the Yules aggressively. He tried to protect, use it on a different hero.
Dstones. Dstones in trouble. The Yules, the Sunstrike, the Deafening Blast, and the quick walk away from Weehar does get blocked off. Dstones teammates looking for revenge. They'll trap him down. They've got the vision, so Weehar this time will pay with his life.
They're gonna tip him back for sure. Fenrir does actually get that big kill
on his own. Top towards XXS. They have both HFN and Misery.
Yeah, Sunstrike's invoked already.
Misery, the setup, the Fiend Grip, the Horn. They get on top of him. Can they limit time before the Fiend Grip's over? They can. Just enough to make sure no go. Hiding in the trees though, see them clear the wave out so he can go straight for the dive, does still get caught out by the Fissure. King RD will pop, they'll get themselves the Phoenix kill.
He seemed to know though, the way they say, I'm gonna see if this territory's safe.
Now Aster bottom, seeing if they can find Misery too, Fissure's there.
They're leaving Misery.
Once again get Misery. No way of getting out. They use a Cypher as well to keep Misery out of the game as long as possible. Full minute, Misery will have to sit and watch from the side. But these little kills, they're not what's going to get Aster really back in the game. They have to make things happen with Sylar. Top do go on to tavo, and they actually have the damage to do so. Sylar goes straight in with the Metamorphosis. Onto the enemy high ground, maybe seeing if you can get some sort of setup with a Nightmare. Fiend Grip, BoBoKa is going to head over and see him. Misery.
Shaker.
The Nightmare's the Shaker. tavo jumps forward. The Tombstone has been dropped down. The Sun strike out onto BoBoKa as well as the Phoenix Group. They'll pop the hole on HFN. Moving on top of XXS, they're in with the primal sprint as well as HFN jumps from target to target. BKB is going to be out, but the Supernova Sun is successful. Hold Dstones back for a little bit. BoBoKa gets the Echo Slam out. They're bringing HFN low. They've found the Spectre. They've killed off the Spectre. Now Sylar with the Metamorphosis. Can he find Weehar as well? He's heading forward. Weehar turns with the Tornado, but the BKB from Sylar allows it to move forward and claim Weehar's life as well.
This tombstone did so much work actually in the fight. It just sat right in the middle. Misery gets a beautiful start, right? He gets the control on the Earthshaker, but isn't able to bring him down in time. And that tomb actually just slowed absolutely everything. The Brewmaster couldn't even run away. Nobody could actually get away from the fight on the side of Pain.
Are we going to see buybacks for this? They don't have Horn, but do you buy back on one of these cores to contest this on Weehar or HFN, or do you just let this go?
They more than likely should.
As Roshan down to half health. Tavo and Kingao watching from the side. Both teams expended quite a lot in that previous team fight. The Metamorphosis has worn off, and now Tavo jumps for Sylar. Quick with the Sunder though. The BKB's out, and the focus Dstones. A couple of right clicks and the grip will do the job. Fisher attempted from BoBoKa, gets onto the two of them. Dive up to the high ground for Kingao, gets him away, but Fenrir, Sylar focusing Tavo, chasing him down. The Soul Red Reflection grip will finish him off. As they're back into the pit. Sylar at half HP at the moment. Kingao will start to throw the Fire Spirits in to slow down Aster's attempt to finish on the Roshan. HFN has naturally respawned. There's 10 seconds, so they're going to have the Invoker back as well. As Sylar, he's falling low. He Mansa style to keep himself safe from the Spirit Vessel. Kingao's found on the high ground, will not TP out. Back in the pit for BoBoKa stuff the two of them. Sylar gets the Sunder back up to full health as HFN has to get out of there. He's controlled. They've got the Yules, the Enchant, they've still got the Cyphers. That's HFN gone for 110 seconds. No Spectre for this Rothschild as Aster. They've got 4 in the pit. Weehar's turned up. He's got to do something magical. He's got the BKB. Looks towards BoBoKa, but they're keeping the distance. Sylar and XXS still going in on the pit. They're surely going to be able to claim Roach for themselves. Aster, and they do. They get the kill. They get the Aegis onto Sylar. Weehar might just find BoBoKa as the Shaker is looking to escape. Spirit Vessel will kill him. Surely the Glimmer Cake giving him some sort of safety, but...
It's got stick charges too, is it enough? It is.
Oh, the Tornado's whiffed. Weehar tries to make the call, go for the prediction. Sunstrike's not really shake up this lineup.
They need some type of like Lincolns or Lotus Orbs to be able to just stop this Sunder. It's too much of a problem.
Found once again. Tries to get out, get a bit of vision. Aster will immediately punish him.
Tavo Brewmaster, he gets the Vlad's aura as well whenever he uses that for himself. Even though he's getting enfeebled, he has so much damage out on this tower.
There's the full heart out on XXS, as you mentioned. So this push, this sustain that Aster's going to have, how can Pain slow this down? The tier 3's taken. The melee rack's going down as well. Tavo's got to do something. He'll jump in with the BKB. They get the grip. They've got the control, but he's still got that Aegis. You've got to remember, they'll kill him once, the Cataclysm, but he's got a second life. They've got to try and push back the rest of the team. And with the Supernova positioning, they're going and doing a great job of that. The BKB's out, but with the Supernova stuff through it, can they kill him off in time? He's down to half health. Sylar. Dstones pops the BKB, turns to hold back the finish the Colts out. They're stuck for the primal split. Can they stop it? They can't. He gets the Sunder off onto the illusion, back up to a healthy amount of health. Sylar's fine, but BoBoKa's used up. They'll lose a Shaker. As Pain, they are forcing Aster to back up. Tornado from Weehar, catching onto the two of them. The Sunray on top of XXS as well. Sylar looking to see if he can get back in. The Reaper side, not enough to kill off HFN. As HFN will get himself away from the reflection, can survive for now. Tamo's still trying his best to poke at XXS.
He's got the cheese, he switched it into his inventory.
They won't overcommit. Yep. Ghost Shroud and a cheese takes XXS back up to full.
The little things in these fights, right?
They are being sort of pushed from the high ground. Sylar, he's going to walk into this one. Weehar is spooked. He has to put the BKB immediately. TPs are coming over to the shrine. Pain, they've got to get themselves out of it. It's Tavo, he'll TP out with the BKB. Kingao will be the one that's left behind. I don't think there's any escape for this man. A Laguna Blade and a Fisher burst down the Phoenix. As Pain, I mean, they were sort of just chilling in Aster's jungle there. And did not seem to be prepared for Aster to just come with a sweep across and he starts to kick off a fight. Weehar still hanging around. Go for some sort of solar plate. He knows there's no BKB on Dstones. Dstones did just use it. It's the same to be said for Weehar.
Yeah, I mean, too risky. Yeah. You don't really have that much damage to go through a Yule Scepter too. He has a lot of ways to protect himself as
Misery
gets dropped. Yep, he's got cheese and refresher shots too. He's pretty much, he has the Abyssal Blade finished, but he's saving that buyback for the, buyback hunt.
He's got enough to finish it though and buyback, right, at the moment?
I think he's just being safe. Or maybe he's sending the courier out now.
Yeah. He needs to get that bit booster back. Yep. But already Aster, the outside of the base, Tavo is sending the front. Oh no! BoBoKa, he's in! The Echo's has straight on top of the two. He does get the cheese off, but the Reaper side still comes down! As no, Tavo and HFN sitting at the front of the base, holding hands. BoBoKa's there. to break up the friendship. And then they'll have to buy back. Misery's bought back. They're holding on to it at the moment on both tavo and HFN. But BoBoKa is in again. Jumping with the enchant tone, and Weehar's forced to put the BKB. tavo and HFN buying back and looking to fight back. The Rags will fall though. As Aster, they've got the mid set of Rags. Cataclysm comes down. BoBoKa able to get away under the cover of Imbis. Turns with another Fisher to hold them back along Sylar. They go back in with a medical emphasis. They'll dive. Kingao Sunray out onto Fenrir, but BoBoKa just back in. Enchant tone and slams down another. Weehar, he's already used his BKB. He has to play so safe. As they've lost the melee racks, they've lost the range racks as well. tavo out of the primal split, also in trouble.
Second hard.
They'll see if they can finish them off here as BoBoKa ticking down incredibly low. They'll get 2 buybacks out of Aster as Aster throwing everything back into this fight. BoBoKa will somehow survive. They can get a fight, get a Roshan. This could pretty much be the game for Aster. Payne has to be so careful. They've got the mid. tavo's going to block the BKB, starts to punch back. They've got the hex onto BoBoKa, but he's still going to find the Cataclysm, comes down. Does a decent amount. Sylar with a man to start. And the Metamorphosis takes down the egg. Buyback straight away from Kingao. They've lost XXS. And with the primal split, they get on top of him. They lock him down. Necrophos buys back too.
This Viper on Tombstone.
Oh, BoBoKa! He comes in. The 3-man Ecoslope comes down, but Weehai is still alive for now. They're punching into the Tombstone, but BoBoKa trying to get away. He's actually, again, able to sneak off out of this as he's healed up, kept alive. There's going to be a dead tavo Brew, a dead Kingao. Phoenix without buybacks available as Aster take the fight. Payne. Racks gone. Aster taking it all as the range racks are gone. A full mega creeps are out for Aster. As they'll back off.
Bail.
They'll offer a little bit of mercy.
Yep.
The tornado does clip onto Dstones. With the horn, they're trying to see if they can do something. They get themselves on top of the shaker. Again, BoBoKa with his invis back down. Dstones does pop his BKB. Archangel, HFN just trying to really keep Aster interested in a fight. They have the connection with the tornado onto Fenrir, but BoBoKa's still able to walk it away. And they'll get the hex down onto Fenrir. They'll get one of them.
Sitting in prepared.
If they could get a jump in, eliminate at least an extra one, they have got a chance. But Sylar still absolutely massive. Metamorphosis back up in 15 seconds. He's going to have it for this fight.
He's also got buyback, so he could walk in and die once and buy back just in case to be able to push Payne away. We will see. Payne can make their way up. Aster in a very defensive stance. No one committing forward just yet. The creeps are starting to push into Payne's base.
The side lanes
the
are getting
timer
very
is ticking.
close to the Ancient on Payne's side of the map. Jump in, tavo trying to kick things off with the BKB, dodges the light strike, forces out the BKB from XXS. As Weehar, tornadoes out to Sylar, they get the Phoenix through the BKB there of Dstones. The Meteor combo drops down, but the BKBs are still up at the moment for Aster. And if Jeff Ben in this front and center, this Cataclysm comes down. Sylar's BKB has one off. They get the primal spin done. The Supernova as well. That's going to be one dead. They killed the Terorblade, but he has buyback.
Their base is in jeopardy.
It absolutely is. The Timfals are going down. They've got to send someone back. They've got to send someone back.
The creeps.
The base is falling. And Payne, they tried one final hurrah, but with Weehar dead, no buyback. Misery can't hold the base. For Aster take game 1.
Oh my god, what a close game though. Payne